Alright, so we're going to quickly discuss a couple of things here. The first one, everybody that's been following the whole Onision controversy, one of many controversies involving Onision, have already been aware that after getting Repsion into the courtroom, Chris Hansen having an attorney as a representative in the courtroom, Greg closed the case. That brings a lot of questions. My theory on it, because there are a variety of theories. My theory is he could not proceed without either A, purging himself, or perjuring, sorry, or B, exposing himself. Not that, from what we've seen, that would have been an issue, but we're not talking about that concept. So, those are kind of my theories on why he had closed the case. But what's really, really strange is the concept that he would wear Kevlar. Now, if you don't know anything about me, I have worked in law enforcement, so I do have that kind of background, and I can pretty well tell you what Kevlar looks like when you're wearing it underneath your clothing. And to me, I've had a couple of friends ask me about this, and the only thing I could tell them was, yes, it does appear that he's wearing Kevlar. Now, this is probably because of the VidCon event, in which he was banned from it because of a variety of issues, which, quite frankly, an individual of his stature should not be going to anything where children may be present. But there was a controversy that happened with him back then. His life was threatened, and he was barred for his alleged safety. So, what's really interesting is how many aliases these people have. You got Kai, a.k.a. Taylor, which is his birth name, a.k.a. Cool Guy Kai, a.k.a. Laney-Bot. Then you got Gregory Jackson, Greg Avero, and both of them have been known to use that name. What's weird about that is the fact that nobody has mentioned that. So we're going to mention that. You got Onision, James Jackson, the list just goes on. Why he uses so many aliases is beyond me. The recent controversy, and possibly the other reason he had closed the case, is because of this. Now, his kid fell out of the top floor of this house, had multiple skull fractures, and from what I understand, even had some brain bleeding going on. And somehow, this child, according to Greg, was able to get up and not only verbally speak, but knock on the garage door. I find that very questionable. Generally, with my background, when I have seen somebody in that kind of shape, they were not getting up. You were lucky if they were even conscious. So, we have here circled the actual window to which the child fell from. As you can see, that's a pretty big drop onto a concrete driveway. So, allegedly, somehow this child fell there and was able to knock on the door. Now, Greg's first response was to film for accountability reasons. Now, if you're a parent, you most likely already understand why I would bring that up and how odd and suspicious that is. But what's even more strange about it is the fact that was his first thought, was to film to prove that he had nothing to do with it, or something along those lines. Now, this here's a message that he sent to an unknown individual, where he talks about at the age of 13, he made out with his cousin while they were asleep, and basically just shrugs it off as, we are weirdos. Well, at 13, yeah, the vast majority of people are weird. But the vast majority of teens don't go around making out with their sleeping cousins or various other relatives. Perhaps this was the precursor to the later problems. Now, a disturbing tweet that's been going around that we've obtained a copy of is this, where he refers to his stupid bitch 2-year-old daughter. Pardon the French, but that's what he calls her. This is a man that still got ad revenue on YouTube. Whereas if you call him the big magic P word, you get demonetized. So, we have most of these photos available at https://waroncorruption.blog. The only ones that we don't have available currently are the one that's going to be coming up right after this image. It's interesting that we just received it and I put it in here, but it's interesting to see that how much trouble he's actually in with the county now. So far we've got, from what I understand, we got a sheriff investigation going on, we got FBI investigation. I've seen evidence to support there is actually an FBI investigation. So this guy's world is slowly but surely collapsing around him. So with that, be sure to check out our blog and be sure to check out our Facebook and our Twitter. Facebook and Twitter, it's WOCF4T. So you can reach us that way. So it'd be facebook.com/WOCF4T. And with Twitter, it's the same. It's WOCF4T. We will be adding this here into our photo gallery shortly. So with that being said, hopefully you guys have a good day.